Welcome to Pen and Perspective, where the story always knows more than it's telling. Every word is intentional. Every silence holds a truth. Let's get into it. My best friend's baby shower turned into a whole scandal. Story time. Chapter 1. Don't pop that champagne yet. Sanaa prided herself on many things: her ability to craft the perfect caption, her signature peach cobbler that could start wars at Thanksgiving, and her unwavering loyalty to her best friend, Tayana. So when it was time to throw Tay's baby shower, she knew she had to deliver a cultural event, something that would make the aunties cry, the Instagram followers swoon, and her haters seethe. Everything was perfect. Balloon arches, pastel onesies on clotheslines, rosé water fountains for the non-pregnant guests. Sanaa even hired a trap and paint instructor because, in her words, just because you're about to push out a whole human doesn't mean the vibes die. At 2 p.m. sharp, the backyard of Tayana's brownstone was alive with laughter, music, and the occasional shriek when someone won diaper pong. Sanaa, resplendent in a cream silk dress, took a moment to survey her kingdom. She had done it. She was that girl. Until she saw him. Malcolm, Tayana's ex, the one who disappeared the night she told him she was pregnant. And now here he was, looking stupid fine in an off-white linen set, holding a suspiciously large pink box and a smile like he wasn't public enemy number one. Sanaa dropped her champagne flute. It shattered at her feet. You good?" asked Rashida, her best frenemy, appearing out of thin air like a petty spirit. "You look like you've seen a ghost, or a ghosted." Sana snatched up her composure and hissed, "He wasn't invited. He's got no damn reason to be here." Rashida sipped her drink, phone in hand, already composing a messy group chat message. Tayana, radiant and glowing, waddled over, her face lagging a few beats behind the scene. When her gaze snagged on Malcolm, she froze. For a moment, the party sounds dimmed, the universe offering a brief intermission, as if even it wanted to sip tea first. Then Tayana smiled, wide, too wide. "Malcolm, you came." Her voice was sugar over a jagged blade. The crowd, sensing blood, inched closer. Sanaa stood ready. If today turned into a showdown, she was already clocked in. Chapter 2. Baby Bumps and Burner Accounts. It took approximately 12 minutes for the internet to catch up with the real world. Once Malcolm and Tayana hugged, too long, too complex, and Aunt Dee started low-key filming for memories. A clip landed on Black Twitter under the caption, "Is Tayana airing out her baby daddy at the shower? Say less." Meanwhile, Sana ducked into the kitchen, dragging Rashida and a bottle of tequila with her. "Malcolm thinks he's just gonna roll up like he didn't ghost her? With gifts? Like it's Build-A-Daddy Workshop Day?" Sana ranted, wiping down invisible messes on the counter. "Girl, the drama writes itself," Rashida said, already editing a TikTok recap in her mind. "Also, pretty sure that box he brought is a Dior diaper bag." Sana froze. She peeked through the blinds. Yep, designer logo shimmering in the sunlight. Where he get Dior money? Last I heard he was still talking about his mixtape coming out in Q1. Just then, her phone buzzed. It was a DM from a burner account she'd created in a reckless fit of pettiness 2 months ago at Baby Mama Intel 305. "Baby Daddy Watch. Wait till you find out who Malcolm been living with the past 2 months." Sana paled, the blood draining from her face with insulting efficiency. "Rashida, I think I'm about to blow this entire party up." 20 minutes later, Sanaa had engineered just enough chaos to seem blameless but still deliver maximum damage. Casual conversations were whispered a little louder near key aunties. Somebody, not saying who, thought it was hilarious to drop hints that Malcolm was living with Tayana's sorority sister and occasional brunch buddy, Maya. The whispers mushroomed into rumors, rumors into hostility. And just when Sana thought she could control the fire, Tayana took Malcolm's hand, cleared her throat, and said, I actually have an announcement. Sana prayed. She prayed like she wasn't three-quarters demon. Chapter 3. Truth hurts, but only if you let it. I know there's been a lot of distance, Tayana started, her voice wobbling while Malcolm stood looking sheepish but sexy as hell, and a lot of speculation. Speculation? Girl, it had its own Reddit thread by now. But Malcolm explained everything. He didn't leave me. He left for us. Sana's eyebrow did a lift that could have secured an Olympic medal. Apparently, and Sana could barely stomach hearing it without blacking out, Malcolm had taken a 6-month electrician apprenticeship in Atlanta. Top of the line, paid, needed, for the family. And Maya? Miss Rashida piped up, because subtlety was for cowards. Tayana smiled sweetly, eyes like loaded pistols. Maya is Malcolm's stepsister. His mom married her dad. The backyard buzzed like a hive of stunned, nosy bees. So, Tayana concluded, I didn't get abandoned. I got loved. In secret. Malcolm slipped a ring onto Tayana's finger. Simple, elegant, too damn shiny. The crowd gasped, teared up, clapped. Sana wanted to throw herself into the rosé fountain. Rashida leaned in. This you? She whispered, phone open to a TikTok tagged. When you start the rumor and it backfires, baby shower gate. Sana swallowed thickly. I gotta go to the bathroom, she muttered, gathering what was left of her dignity. She locked herself in the tiny powder room, perched on the closed toilet, and scrolled furiously. Rashida was right. The story had exploded. Baby Mama Intel 305 had been exposed as someone close to Tayana. The comments were merciless. Speculation was swirling around her. Her burner account was flaming out in real time. Sana stared at herself in the mirror. You're better than this, she whispered. The sadness hit like secondhand smoke, sticky, persistent. All she wanted was to protect Tayana. Instead, she might have just lost her. Chapter 4, Clean Up on Aisle Me. It took 2 days for Sana to work up the nerve to call. Another 3 to actually press send. Tayana answered on the second ring. Silence. Sana exhaled shakily. I'm sorry, she blurted. I was petty. I didn't trust him. And I let my ego do too much. You didn't deserve that. Tayana stayed quiet. Sana could hear Netflix playing faintly in the background, the sound of regular life moving on without her. Look, Sana continued, I love you, like real deep, embarrassing love, and I was scared for you. That's not an excuse. I'm just telling you why I was so messy. Tayana laughed softly, too soft to carry anger. Sana, she said, you are an idiot, but you're my idiot. Tears jumped traitorously into Sana's eyes. I'm worried about you too, you know, Tayana said, voice tender now. Who gon' ride for your heart? Maybe you should stop protecting everybody else so hard and start letting yourself get chosen. The words hit somewhere low and aching. Maybe, Sana croaked. They agreed to brunch, complete with all-you-can-drink mimosas and absolutely no burner accounts allowed. And somewhere, between the third mimosa and the laughter that made her ribs hurt, Sana realized something. Maybe love wasn't about guarding the gates or starting a war at the sight of a linen set. Maybe it was about believing that people, herself included, were messy and worthy, and still deserving of grace. Still, just in case, she kept her new burner account locked on private. Because listen, growth is a process. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you. Be sure to like, comment, and share this story. I want to know, have you ever been in a situation like this? What would you have done if you were in Sanaa's shoes? I'm Miana DK, and this story, it was always meant for you.